one of the biggest changes that these new rules outline is that books that have graphic depictions or visual representations or visual depictions of graphic sexual acts, well, they will now need to be removed from school shelves. So we're talking about drawings, paintings, photos, video clips. Those are not deemed appropriate for schools to have in the classrooms and to make available to students. But any books that in the written form describe explicit acts, that describe these sexual acts, they will be allowed to remain on the shelves. Now, this is different from the original ministerial order that the province put out months ago in a few different ways. One, it is much more narrow in scope. It also focuses very specifically on that visual component versus the written component, which is what the original rules targeted just a few months ago. Also, this new ministerial order will affect all grades. Previously it had been once students were past or in grade 10, they might be able to access some of that non-explicit content. Well, this ban will cover those books for all grades now. We did get a statement from Edmonton Public Schools saying that this narrows the scope to explicit images. They do say that classic books will be able to stay on the shelves, and they say that they will move forward in implementing these new rules. We also heard from someone from the Parents for Choice in Education, and this is an organization that has really been behind the book ban. And they said, well, while they aren't completely satisfied, they do appreciate that the province is sort of knocking this down to the local level. I also did just speak with the director of the Centre for Free Expression at Toronto Metropolitan University, and he had a lot of concerns because he says that it's those young adult graphic novels that are being specifically targeted, and he thinks that students who are 14, 15, 16, they could really benefit from some of the content in those books that might help them through issues related to self-doubt, that might help them work through issues related to suicide. The province is asking school boards to provide them that list of banned books by October 31st, and now the new implementation date for those books to be off the shelves is January 5th of next year.